Sing it, Stevie. Cause it won't never go away. He said, now.
So let me be the first to say, I've always had a question about this song.
Wow.
Which brings me to a question about your music.
Wow. That
amazing.
took me back.
Did it?
Back. Yeah.
30 years, you said.
30 plus years. Yes. I don't know if Stevie will remember, but me and Cece we were doing the Greek theater.
I remember coming to the show, standing backstage, listening to you all do that whole thing.
Yes, but and it was Cece's birthday. It was October the 8th. Whitney was in the audience, and Stevie was there, and Take 6 was there. And so I sang, happy birthday to you. Take 6 came out and said, may the good Lord bless you. And Whitney stood up and sang, and then Stevie came out and sang. And it was like, okay, we could go home. we can really go
Birthday
home.
Gift. Birthday shut down.
This is shut down.
Right.
There's nothing else to be said. And then he talked to me about me being a good writer. I don't know if you remember that, Stevie, but I remember going home after that saying, wait a minute, Stevie said I could write a song. This is confusing. This is confusing to me because the greatest writer of all time just said I could write a song. So, I encourage everybody who has a talent, you can do it. You got to work hard, but you can do it. And so you have been an encouragement to me in so many ways and a support to all my family. And we just love you. We really honor you and we love you.
I love and we love and respect you. And the thing about it is, at this time, there's such a need for love in this nation. And I say in this broken nation, because it's broken.
Yeah.
And there might be those who might disagree, but I don't really care about that. I'm telling you the truth. It's broken. And all the leaders need to fix it.
Yeah.
How do we have, the kind of gun violence that we have, the shootings? I mean, just as you know, in Dayton, Ohio, for the benefit that we did.
Yeah.
And there's a solution. We've got to find a solution. And the solution, I think, is making people accountable.
Yeah.
Everyone has to be accountable.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah, but I love your music. We love your music. And I'm so very happy that you came to KJLH and brought the song here to let us hear it.
Thank you.
Are we first?
First. You're the first.
Yeah.
First, but you've been the first of my whole career.
That's beautiful.
So I thank you again for making this my home, and what a joy and what a treat and an honor. Now, you said something, and sometimes people think it's harder, but I learned years ago that love was more powerful than hatred. And so if we come together in real love, it can change our situation, because that's who God is. And,
how do you love people who don't love you back, BB?
That's the scriptures. It says, love your enemies. Love those who despitefully use you. Love those who hate you. And you know what? You can with God's strength. We can't do it just in our strength. So that's when we step into the Almighty's strength. And that love overcomes every evil, every hatred, cannot stand up against love. So it's just like a simple argument. If you argue with me and I argue back with you, we'll continue to argue.
Right.
But if I stop talking and simply start just loving on you, you'll stop arguing. And that's the power we have.
Yeah.
And if we join together with that power, like Stevie just said, it can change the situation. And we have to.
Yeah.
Because our children and the world needs us to, Yeah. And so I want to be part of the solution. I really do.
That's beautiful.
Look at the planet. Look at what we're doing to the planet.
Yeah.
Just go on and on and on. And I think that we can't wait for things to get so bad that there's no way we can turn it around.
Yeah.
And it's sort of up to us. What always amazes me is how, people have, 20/20 vision, and yet they're acting like they're blind. I don't get it.
Oh, yeah, it's easy sometimes for people just to look away.
It is.
Even when you're walking past a homeless person, if I look away, then I don't see him. But you see him. You really do. And it's up to us to acknowledge what we see. And if we acknowledge it, then we can find a solution and do something about it. But for a long time, people weren't acknowledging climate change and various other things that we're facing. Racism. People weren't talking about racism like they're talking now because the man opened up the can of worms, and people that were afraid before to show their racism kind of felt emboldened to show their racism.
Absolutely.
And so now we have to talk about it. Now we have to do something about it. And love is the answer to it.
So, I was thinking, I was saying this to a friend. So, the incredible thing, for those who either believe in, whatever your belief in spiritually is, but let's say, people say they love God, they say, they understand that we're made in His image and all that. Yet you have people that hate, and dislike because of one's skin. So I think it's an incredible approach that God is using to let people have all those feelings that are completely against what His principle or her principles are about. And we live and act as if it's all good. Boy, you'll have such a broken heart to know that you're falling in the spirit of the negativity that God has never been about. And
Yeah. But you said we have the power. And so as long as we understand that we have the power, then we have to go forward. Right. And it's happening. Sometimes it does. You can't see it happening all the time. And that's what faith is. Faith is the substance of things
kind of like a muscle you're building.
Oh, yes. And the evidence of things not seen. So even though we don't see all the evidence, we don't stop because it is happening. Martin Luther King said it. I may not be here when we get to that promised land, but we're going to get there.
That's what he said.
And so we stand on that truth and we keep on moving no matter how bad it looks. We keep on marching and we need each other. There's a song, and I'll send it to you, Steve. You have all of it. But the name of the song is called "I Need You," and simple fact. It's easy sometimes for us to say to each other, "I love you." It can roll out of our mouths any second. But it's hard to tell each other, I need you. Yeah. Because if I tell you I need you, then I become very vulnerable. And so you could, use that against me. But we need each other. I need Stevie. Stevie needs me. I need you, Tammi. Tammi, you need Aisha. We need each other. And when we learn, especially as a people, we need each other, then we start covering each other. We start helping each other. We start sharing with each other. We go into action instead of just sitting back saying, I love you. No, if I need you, I'm going to be there for you.
Yes, there's a verb that has to take place. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So people, I want you to know, I need you, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I need you. Everybody in the audience, I need you.
Yes.
I need you.
Yes.
And we need each other. And I was thinking about how Dave Chappelle would take, his birthday to then decide he's going to go and spread love, to those victims, the surviving victims of the shooting in Dayton, which is a wonderful thing. And I think that, we as performers, artists, musicians, whether that is, we're coming together to do something for the good of people. That's, to me, what our purpose is. So, Bebe!
Yes.
What we gonna do?
We gonna do whatever you say, because I need you, and you're a leader. You are a leader,
Definitely
and so I will follow. Be happy to follow, and so many will, because our children are going back to school. Our children don't need to be afraid to go to school and learn. So, in us coming together to form a force, a fence around them.
Yes.
To let them know love has covered you all, and we are moving where we don't have the guns there, and you can't do this and that. It's important that we do that. So we show how much we need each other.
Yeah.
So let's come together and do it. You say it, sir, I'm there.
You always getting deep.
Who can do? I didn't do nothing.
You always getting deep.
I didn't do nothing.
Got BB all deep. You know I'm shallow.
Hey, I was running. Hey, I'm going to leave you with this. I was running, I run 7 miles
I was about to ask
morning.
you about your whole body situation.
I run 7 miles.
You looking like a zaddy over there.
A zaddy over there?
A zaddy, baby.
Okay, I don't know what a zaddy is, but I think that's good. I'm going to go with you on that one. But Stevie, I just want you to know, as I'm running, and every time that iPod I got listening to says dun, 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 dun. It's like I'm going back to church, and then you say, yeah, looking back on what I was.
Oh, that was some, when I was a little kid. I hear those churches do boom, 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 boom.
Oh, I know it. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I know.
That's the sound.
That's
the sound.
That's what it was.
Oh my goodness! That is the sound that they do in church when they get ready to do the happy dance.
But yes, and you have to understand. So that's why I was. Oh, we can sing that one. And not get in trouble on that one. Yeah, boy. And see, we used to go shovel his snow. You didn't know that. We used to run when it would snow in Detroit. Stevie lived like 2 blocks behind us, and Smokey Robinson lived about a block on Center Road. And when it would snow, we would dash to their houses because they would give us like $25, $30.
Who did that? My mama did that?
Yes.
Little May did that.
I'm telling you, we would.
I ain't give you nothing.
we would dash to their houses and shovel their snow.
That is hilarious. You used to shovel Stevie and Smokey Robinson's snow from their.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, Motown.
This is some good history right here.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. What?
Crazy.
What?
Okay, we're going to let you go after the next break, all right, BB?
What? Okay.